Hello and welcome to the jthomas Gym Business Explainer, powered by our friends at maxmembers.ai. This is for all of you out there in the fitness world, the gym owners, the operators, the managers, salespeople, and of course, the personal trainers and entrepreneurs. Today, we're diving into a white paper from jthomas to give you some real actionable insights. And hey, for those of you looking to open a new gym, buy one, or if you just need some working capital, we can help you with funding options up to $500K. It's unsecured with no restrictions on use. Just check us out at fmconsulting.net.
All right, let's just jump right into the big idea here. jthomas kicks things off with a statement that should make you stop and think. You know that constant pressure to get more leads, to run more ads? What if that's not the real problem? Jim argues that for most gyms, the issue that's quietly holding your business back, well, it's your price tag. So here's the game plan for today. First, we're going to tackle the fear that makes so many gym owners undercharge. Then we'll look at how your price is actually a branding tool. We'll break down what members are really buying and get into the psychology of getting paid. And finally, we'll cover the best model for maximizing your profits and wrap it all up with a simple checklist you can use immediately. Okay, first things first, we have to talk about the emotional elephant in the room, because this is where so many expensive mistakes begin. And it all comes down to fear. Do any of these hit home? That sinking feeling when you think about raising prices? The fear that people will walk away? That the gym down the street will undercut you, or just hearing someone say, that's too much. You know, when we price based on these fears, we're not using a business strategy, we're just reacting. And that's a race to the bottom you simply can't win.
And the fallout from this is, well, it's brutal. When you undercharge, your profit margins just get crushed. You can't afford to keep your best staff, so they leave. Your equipment starts to look old and tired. The whole member experience suffers, which means retention plummets. And suddenly, you find yourself working harder than ever just to make less money. It's a really vicious cycle.
So how do we break out of that cycle? It starts by completely reframing what your price actually is. See, it's not just a number on a rate sheet. It's a powerful message about your place in the market. Think about it. Your price is a signal. A low price screams commodity, but a premium price, that signals high quality, an incredible experience, and most importantly, a promise of real results. You're telling people what your gym is worth before they even walk through the door. And this is what's so fascinating. You could have two gyms with the exact same squat racks, the same brand of treadmills, but one charges $39 a month and the other charges $179. The difference isn't the equipment. It's the positioning, the perceived value, and the level of confidence that the brand projects. So if it's not really about the gear, then what are people paying for? Let's break down the formula for what a potential member actually sees as valuable. Valuable enough to open their wallet. It really boils down to this simple equation. A member's willingness to pay your price, what we call their price tolerance, is basically the sum of these four critical elements. Let's look at each one. First up, and this is the big one, results. The number one question in every prospect's mind is this actually going to work for me? The more certain you can make them that they will hit their goals with you, the more pricing power you have. It's that simple. Next up is the experience. This is the whole vibe of your gym. How does it feel to walk in? Is it clean? Is there good energy? Is your staff professional and welcoming? You could have the best equipment in the world, but if the experience feels cheap, the value just isn't there. A great experience justifies a premium price, every time. Then you've got identity. This is the secret sauce for so many successful boutique studios. People will pay a serious premium to feel like they belong, to be part of a community of people just like them. They're not just joining a gym, they're joining a tribe. And finally, there's convenience. Think about your location, your hours, how easy it is to park or book a class. Every little piece of friction you remove adds real, tangible value. Convenience is a huge multiplier that gives you permission to charge more. All right, now for the really fun stuff. Let's get into a little bit of the psychology behind pricing, because some tiny changes here can have a massive impact on your bottom line. Okay, this is probably the most powerful tool that most gyms just completely ignore. It's called anchoring. If you lead with your cheapest option, everything else you offer is going to feel expensive by comparison. But if you start with your premium all-inclusive package first, the other options suddenly seem way more reasonable. You have to be the one to control the comparison. And that leads us right to the power of the good, better, best model. See, people don't like being overwhelmed with choices. We feel comfortable with about 3 options. This model makes the decision super easy for your prospect. And get this,
even if only a small percentage chooses your best option. That can totally transform your monthly profit. Now let's pull back and look at the big picture model that the absolute best operators in the fitness industry are using to drive serious revenue and build businesses that last.
Here's the most important shift in mindset you can make. Stop selling memberships. Anybody can sell access to a building with some weights in it. That's a commodity. Where the real value and the real profit isn't selling a guaranteed outcome. You're not selling them a key fob. You're selling them a transformation.
And to do that, you absolutely have to know your numbers. Let's just use an example. Say your average member pays $79 a month and they stick around for 8 months. That means their customer lifetime value, their CLV, is $632. Okay, great. But what if it costs you $300 to get that member in the first place? Suddenly, the numbers don't look so hot. This is why data, not feelings, has to drive your pricing decisions.
Okay, we have covered a ton of ground. So let's bring it all together with a quick summary. A checklist of the key strategies you can take away from this and put into action at your gym like tomorrow.
Here it is. Price based on your value and your position, not on fear. Always control the comparison by anchoring with your premium option. Use 3 simple tiers to make buying easy. Sell the outcome, not just access to the building. You have to track your metrics, CLV, acquisition cost, and retention. Build a ladder so members have somewhere to go. Remember, your price is a gatekeeper that protects your culture. And last but not least, train your staff to present your prices with absolute unshakable confidence. Now, if you want to take these ideas and get expert help applying them directly to your business, I really recommend you reach out to Jim Thomas. You can give him a call at 214-629-7223 or just shoot him an email at jthomas@fmconsulting.net. And as you're working on optimizing your business, make sure you check out our sponsor, Gym Business Manager. They've got the best gym software out there to help you run your operations like a well-oiled machine. You can find them over at gymbusinessmanager.com. So we'll leave you with this one final question to think about. Take a really honest look at your price sheet, your sales process, and their own mindset. Is your pricing strategy a confident reflection of the amazing value you provide? Or is it still, secretly, being driven by fear? The answer to that question could change absolutely everything for your business.